going on, Resident Evil fans? Welcome back to another video update here today. Today I'm going to be covering the subject of Resident Evil 7, and I'm going to be expressing my concerns and my interests as to how I ultimately feel about the game, because we all know at this point that Resident Evil 7 will come out, but the question is when and what would be like the stature and formula in which they're going to go down by, because we saw Resident Evil 6, and Resident Evil 6 was complete fucking dog shit. Anybody out there who enjoyed that game, you're a fucking loser, idiot. I swear to God, RE6 was possibly one of the worst games to come out for RE. I mean, with the exception of like the Leon campaign, which was decent at best. I mean, it was good to play, but it wasn't even like, I mean, it had like that survival horror element, but aside from that, like the Chris campaign, the the Jay campaign, all that shit with Ada, like it was just bad, man. Like they tried to make it an action game. I love the concept of telling the same story through like 3 different perspectives. That's fine, but like don't fucking have it to where like one story is like, I mean, I get what they're coming from. One story is gonna be survival horror, that one's gonna be action, try to please everybody, yada yada yada. And that concerns me about RE7, because Resident Evil 7, to me at least, I predict as of this point right now, that I think that they're going to base the story off of Jake, and they're going to have like some other element be incorporated. Now, if they start doing more or less of that fucking bioterrorism bullshit, I'm going to be freaking pissed off, because that whole bioterrorism stuff, like implementing all these viruses and whatever, like turning people into fucking batshit mutants, it's fucking corny. I mean, I love the fact that they incorporate like a new virus to where it made everybody into like a flesh-eating zombie and stuff. And the zombies were much more hardcore in RE6 because they were able to sprint a little bit. They were able to like gun at you. They were really like remorseless. And that was really cool to know. But my fear for Resident Evil 7 is the fact that they're going to try to make it like a fucking action game, and that's really not going to work out. And I mean, for the love of God, action fans, don't comment and dislike this fucking video if you're going to be there saying, well, you know, I love me some action, and not everything has to be, you know, survival horror elemented, you know? Like, fuck you. You don't know shit about Resident Evil. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I hate that so much. Like some of these action fans are like, yeah, you know, like the game needs some action. Yes, it does, but not in a fucking action like Call of Duty way. Get out of here with that BS. That's why we have Battlefield. That's why we have like the Division and Call of Duty and other games to play aside from this. Like, this is supposed to be a fucking survival horror game. Survival horror, zombies, dogs, mutants, sharks, fucking tyrants and nemesises, not fucking, you know, RPG fucking quick scoping and shit. No, that's not what it's supposed to be about. So that's one of my general fears here, that they're gonna turn this RE franchise into a freaking circus. Now, I'm a passionate Resident Evil fan, man. I grew up since like the first game. I played Resident Evil 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, unfortunately. Code Veronica X, Revelations 1 and 2, Gaiden, for Christ's sake. I mean, I've played them all. And quite frankly, like, this is the one title that I think is gonna make or break Capcom, because if they don't deliver, and if they don't give us, the hardcore horror fans, what we want, your title, your precious little franchise, is going to go down the toilet. Because how are you going to try to appease and just try to please everybody by incorporating, well, we're going to have a horror story, and we're going to have an action story, and we're going to have like a suspense story, and we're going to have, no, just like stick with the formula here. Go back to what made RE 1, 2, and 3, and 4 so great, you know, in particular 1, 2, and 3, because they had elements to where the music was fucking creepy, the story was absolutely crazy with twists and turns, the character development was there, everything was there. And then even with like the next gen platform for RE4, when RE4 came out, when Resident Evil 4 came out, like that introduced something different too, because we saw things that we never saw before through a different lens. And then from that, they try to milk it, man. They try to copy that with RE5, they try to copy that with RE6, and it just didn't really work out in their favor, man. Like, I enjoyed Revelations 1 and 2. I mean, they kept it survival, like, horror-based. But, like, you know, for Resident Evil 7, man, if they have, you know, Jake incorporated, if they have other characters incorporated, fine, no problem. But just don't fucking water them down and just give us half-assed trash, because then you're going to lose your product. And, I mean, I'm speaking only on behalf of myself and for, like, the hardcore fans when I say, don't give us bullshit. Give us the game that we've been crying for and begging for and pleading for years now. I mean, literally, it's been over about 10 to 12 years since we've been fucking begging you people to give us the Resident Evil game that we want. Granted, now the company's perspective might be, well, we can't really think about the hardcore fans because we have to catch like the casual market. No, fuck off, bitch. It's the hardcore fans that pay your salaries, because if you give us what we want, we'll give you what you want, and that's money, because we all know that these companies want money. So we'll give you lots and lots of money if you give us a really fucking good game. I mean, huh? Right? Win-win on every case. So for Resident Evil 7, I am just hoping to God that they have an original story, they have something good that doesn't involve any crappy ass fucking bioweapon virus, that doesn't involve any fucking mutated dinosaur like, you know, zombie creature and stuff. It's just getting really silly. Resident Evil 6 had its standpoint on that shit, so I just hope that RE7 doesn't. But comment down below and let me know what you guys think about RE7 and what are some of your expectations. Don't forget to help share and spread the video to help to get the message out and the word of awareness. And thank you all for watching, guys, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Take it easy.